I'm in the house and I'm just about to prepare lunch for myself. I'm so hungry. I don't even know why I've said that. I cook when I'm hungry. Of course, people should only cook when they're hungry. Anyway, I just wanted to tell you a story and just a bit of an advice to pre-25s like myself. I'm soon closing that 25 mark, and you get the point. I'm soon 25. So, and there's so many things that I've learned over the past year that have made me realize some things. Okay, relationships, baby girls. So many things are happening in Kenya where a guy just kills a girl out of sheer anger, and it has made me start thinking, why is it so rampant? Why is it becoming so rampant? And it's because, like, we are young and we don't usually know what we are getting ourselves into, and before we know it, we are in these relationships that tie us into these commitments that we had earlier not planned to have, and we just end up hurting and damaging people. I'm not saying killing anyone is justifiable, but you should learn to protect yourself. Your own safety will always come first. And how do you do it? You make sure that you don't emotionally entangle yourself with people that in the long run you're not even serious about. It will never end well. It will never end well. This story, for example, yesterday was a graduation day here in Moi, and there's this young guy who came and wanted to introduce this girl to his family. So they had been dating for some time, and I guess it was a win-win for them. He wanted to graduate with a woman, and he got a woman that he thought was right for him to spend the rest of his life with, hopefully. And so, as he was getting prepared, he had the previous night talked to this girl, and the girl had told him that they are going to meet on the venue yesterday, now the graduation day. So he spotted her in a crowd and decided to go and say hi, only to find this chile with a husband and 2 freaking kids. My kid, they've been dating while in campus for like I guess 2 years now, and he thought he'd find a woman, but in real sense he hadn't really found anyone. They asked her, why did you lie? And the girl was like, he was paying my fee, all my expenses were on him, so he was my husband. I never asked you for anything. I never asked you to commit. We were just having fun. It was fun for me. If it was not fun for you, I'm sorry, but I've got a family. There's nothing I can do about it. Imagine the state of pain that guy was in, and it was his special day, and I felt so bad. He just he didn't want to celebrate his day. The good thing is that he told one of my friends first, so he managed to advise him in the best possible way. He told him not to cut his family off or anything, and just persevere and enjoy the day with the family, and just pretend like nothing had happened and be a man. But honestly, if you're in such a state, it will push you to do things that you don't want to do. The anger could drive you in making decisions that will end up regretting. I'm just glad that he had a support system at that time that would help him go through that and still come out of it strong. I don't know what he's feeling or what he's going through on his mind right now, but I just know one thing. The dude is hurt. And the girl is probably moving on with her family somewhere, just happy, not even minding that she has hurt this, or she has left this guy with a very deep scar, right? And that made me start thinking, like, we pre-25s, especially girls, we need to be very careful in whom we commit to, or with whom we make believe that we've committed to. I don't know, but we just need to be careful. It's not always going to be a smooth road, and you might be lucky to meet someone who is that gentle and will just walk away, but some will make sure they leave you with a physical scar if they must. Like, they'll make sure you've made an emotional scar for them, and now they'll make sure they leave with a physical scar, if not your life, right? So Kenya is becoming very dangerous. And my advice to young campus girls, if you're a first year, don't be so quick to commit to people if you're not sure about yourself, right? It can be like a hit of the moment decision, but at the end of the day it can end up scarring your life forever. Like, we've heard of stories of young girls being killed, of them being stabbed, and Kenya is going to a very critical directions when it comes to young relationships, and it's better if you just protect yourself, right? Just start by doing something. Of course, you can say it can never be enough, because some of these people are just psychopaths, and they're just bloodthirsty psychopaths, and it doesn't really matter whether you said you committed to them or not. They can just come at you with some sort of an obsessive entitlement. But you should start by protecting yourself first. You will always come first, and you should always put yourself first, right? So on relationship, if you're in campus, if you're a young girl, and I'm in my 4th year, I've managed to go through so much during this campus, but I've kept my head leveled in terms of relationship. I have always defined my boundaries, and whenever I feel like it's going past the boundaries that I had already defined, then I take a step back and be genuine with that person. I'm always genuine with the person. I tell them, you want to date me, but I'm not in that emotional state where I want to date you, okay? And I do not want to lead you on. I want to take a break out of this. And if you're okay with us being friends, then it's okay. But if you are not, I'll give you space. And I cut them off completely. I don't text them, I don't call them, I don't do anything. And I always speak good about them, right? Of course, there's no software of breaking up with someone, but it's better you do it as quickly as you learn that you don't want anything more with these people. Like, once you realize that you are not connecting with them and you don't see a future with them, it's just the best way to do it is to cut them off completely. No texts, no nothing. Block them, delete their number, and just cut them off. That way they will move on faster, and they won't feel entitled to your life anymore, right? So you do that. Relationships are one of Kenya's 1,000 ways to die, and for you to protect yourself, just create those tough boundaries, okay? Don't take anything from someone if you know you're not gonna give it, like, you are not going to give value for it, okay? Don't trick yourself into these relationships. Life is tough, but girl, value life more than things, and that way I believe you'll survive campus.